YouTube, how are you now? Sean back from the EDC Den. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we are looking at some tiny knives. These are both from Spyderco. It is the Spyderco Manbug. Let's take a look at this one first. So guys, I've recently gone back to work in kind of an office setting, and this is a great knife for that. You've got this lightweight FRN handle with no liners in there, and a ZDP-189 steel. Great steel, nice jimping on top. Here's how they look in the hand. 3 fingers, thumb up here. You can operate that easily with one hand. Just a really handy knife for all those little tiny office tasks, just opening packages, tape, little straps around the computer paper, all that kind of stuff. Fit and finish is certainly decent. I mean, there's not too many places for a little knife like this where the fit and finish can go wrong, but it's nice to see that it's in good form. Seki City, Japan. ZDP-189 steel. Let's take a look at this G10 one. So this one's a little bit beefier. A lot would say a lesser quality steel, but still a great steel. VG10, also at a Seki City. So this one's got the gray G10 handles with the bolster, steel liners. So it's a heavier, beefier package, but it's nice and sturdy. Great lockup, nice action. These are just handy knives to have in your pocket on those times where a knife isn't always appropriate. Of course, being a knife guy, I always pair this with something larger, but these do come in handy quite often. Nice fit and finish. I've had these in my collection for quite some time. This one gets carried much less than the lightweight version. I just find this one the ideal size and weight to just slide in your slacks or your chinos when you're at the office. If you guys aren't into this kind of Spyderco look, it definitely took me a while to warm up to the look of Spyderco's with the odd little opening hole there. I never really liked these FRN handles. They did grow on me eventually. But if you guys aren't there yet, if you're not liking the look of these, but you need something small, office appropriate, similar size, and actually these aren't too cheap either, so maybe you want to go with something like this. This is a Rough Ryder mini Canoe, very comparable in size. These are extremely inexpensive knives. 2 blades, it's not a lock back, so these are not locking. This is just a slip joint. There's the main blade, and just for a look at the size, it's very, very similar. If you're not into the fake tortoiseshell handle, of course they do come in bone as well. So you can pick up a pretty classy looking one of these for not a lot of money. Made in China, if you're looking for something US made. Case has the same thing. It's like a mini Canoe, but it's called the Butterbean. And that is right here. So that's the case Butterbean, made in the US. Bone handle. We're going to take a look at this this Butterbean and the mini Canoe in a video together. Just compare them a little bit. This is just a size comparison if you're not into the look of the Spyderco's, but are looking for a little tiny knife for kind of an office setting. So that's how they all kind of all shape up, but we'll get rid of these now. Again, there'll be a video on this in the coming days, so look out for that if you're interested in something like this. And I'll be showing this one in the same video since they're so similar. But yeah, just back to these, I'll give you another look at the G10 version. You know, they're kind of going for the traditional look. I mean, it's a lock back, which is an old locking system. You've got this bolster here, which is common in traditional knives. So if you're into the modern traditionals, maybe take a look at this. But again, those little mini canoes that I showed you might be more up your alley, especially for the money. But Spyderco does make a great knife. These are both full flat ground blades and they do slice really well. Fit and finish is, it's decent. A little bit of spacing here and there, but not bad. Not bad for a little knife. A little bit of a roll on the blade maybe. Can't even feel it though. I suppose if you're looking for the higher end steel on this guy, you could always take these apart and swap the blades, but I didn't bother to do that. I like the configuration the way it is. Again, this one isn't getting carried all that often. I tend to go for the lightweight version when I'm going for these little tiny knives, and like I said, I'll pair it with something larger. So what else can you say about these little tiny things? I mean, they just hold a great edge. It's full flat ground. They just slice through everything you need them to. Yeah, nice little knives. Alright guys, so that's a look at the Spyderco Manbug. Like I said, we'll break down those little mini canoes in greater detail in another video. So look out for that. Okay guys, have a great night. Take care.